Good morning. It is Wednesday. Happy hump day. Sadie and I out of breath, right, Sades? Yeah, we pushed ourselves. So we did a total of 4.4 miles today. Addison did 1.3.
Yeah.
Addison did 1.3 miles. Then we dropped Addie off. And then Sadie and I did another 3.1. So we did 4.4 miles today, right? How you feeling, Sades? Not good. Sadie's tired. We 100% picked the pace up today a lot. We were probably doing like a 9-minute or 8.5-minute mile pace for Sadie and I. But today's topic that we spoke about, and I'll let Sadie share her thoughts in a minute when she catches her breath, is accepting our life versus leading our life. Accepting our life means, and I'll tell you guys right now, it's what the majority of people do. That basically says, all right, the coronavirus happened. It is what it is. You know what? I'm just going to sit home and, if I eat because I'm stressed and I gain weight, hey, the coronavirus is my reason for it. Or, I told Sadie, like, if you're going to take a test at school and you're like, if I do average, that's okay. It's okay if I do average. Or if you go to work and you go in for 8 hours and you just kind of go through the motions and you just finish the day, that's kind of like, that's accepting our life. Leading our life is a complete different ball game. Leading our life requires us to be very intentional. And what I mean by that is actually pushing ourselves in all areas of life to where we actually want to go. So when the coronavirus happens, it's saying, you know what, I'm going to double down and eat healthier and exercise more so I don't gain weight. It's when going to work, instead of just checking in for 8 hours, actually working harder than you did the day before to do a better job at work. It's when you set goals and you have a vision board and you look at that, and each day you're taking steps forward closer to your goals. That is leading your life. This is a crazy stat. You ready? 98%, they say 98% of society lives life by accepting it, which they also call by default. So that's kind of just going through the motions. And in a way, to me, that's kind of just accepting mediocrity for our life and realizing we only get one shot at this thing called life, and there is no warm up, and we don't know when our last day on earth is going to be. It's most important for me to be a 2%er, and that's leading our life to where we want to go. That's pushing ourselves. That's stretching ourselves. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Today, Sadie pushed herself because we went on a faster pace. And we were panting. Sadie was panting, and it was hard, but you know what? We're stronger for it. And you know what it does when you push yourself physically? And Sadie, I can tell you this, when you push yourself physically, it also strengthens your mind mentally. So when you get challenged by things in life, you know you can do hard things. So Sadie, what's your thoughts on it?
Well,
anything?
Well, yeah, that's true. 98% of people just accept everything, but God has a path for everybody. And you want to follow that path because that's what you're supposed to do in life. Whether it's being a sports player, a teacher, it doesn't really matter. You always have to follow your path that God gives you because it's always so important, and just push yourself there. I feel like I want to push myself until I die. I just...
Yeah. So in the run at the end, she finished, and she said, "Dad, I'm sorry for going slower than you wanted." I said, "Sadie, don't be sorry." And then I asked her one question. I said, "Sadie, did you give it your best, right?" And what did you say?
Yeah.
Yes. And that's all that matters. When we go to bed every day at night or whatever we do, you got to ask yourself, did I give it my best?
Yeah, there is one thing that you can accept.
What?
It's okay, I'll give you an example. Say you studied so hard for a test and you get it back, and you get a 60. You could accept it. If you did try your best and push yourself to the limits and thought as hard as you could, you can accept that, but you just have to study harder and do whatever it takes to build up to get 100 on that test.
And that makes sense because you know why? You're studying, you gave your best, so you pushed yourself harder. So that would be leading yourself to do your best. Hey, you know what? I tell my kids, and I tell Cassie, Sadie, and Addie, if you do your best and you get a 70 on the test, then you know what? I'm okay with it. What I'm not okay with in life is that if you don't do your best and you get a 70, we don't operate that way. We always got to give our best. We're not going to be better than everybody else in certain things. Everybody has strengths and weaknesses, but what we can control is our work ethic every single day. So today, Sadie pushed as hard as she can, out of breath, so there was no accepting. There was only leading. So guys, that's our message for today. Love you guys. Happy Wednesday. Enjoy the weather, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.